Thanks a lot, everyone, for coming, being part of the association. Last year in October, this idea struck that why not an association? And then we registered this association last year itself, and Wasif and Kevin, they came along, and we were like, okay, let's try to do something brilliant out of this. Like, there is no association, there is nothing this kind of. There was previously an association, but now there is nothing. So what we can do? Okay, let's think about, are there any challenges? Do we really need an association? Uh, okay, then we listed out the challenges being faced by the MSB sector. Now, Renu has mentioned few of the challenges already, and they persist. So they are not going anywhere. So we wanted a home for you all to come and discuss it with us. And because it's a not-for-profit organization, you don't need to worry about, oh, are they going to charge us? No, it's a friendly but yet professional and legal advice that you are going to get, as we have a solicitor on board as well with us, right? So with this idea, we have taken a step ahead, and this is the first MSB Association meet, and many more will come with your support. So I'll be talking about the challenges faced by MSB sector. I'm looking a bit chubby in this one. Yeah, see, I lost a lot of weight. So the future of cash is cash processing MSB, a dying business. Mostly in central London, if I go these days, each and every bureau is asking me, there are no tourists, there is no business. Is cash going to die, right? But that's what I thought. Let's cover it over here. So the context is, if cash is vanishing, the numbers are saying something different. And I made sure that I'm here at a solicitor firm, and I've got a solicitor on my advisory board as well. I can't say anything wrong. I have to have evidence that whatever I'm saying over here is backed up by proper research. So we went to Bank of England's website, we checked the publication and saw how much cash is in rotation these days. It's 84 billion of legal tenders around you. So cash is not going anywhere. Cash is there. Then the second thing that we checked was, we went to UK Finance website, right? And we checked how the cash is diminishing. Okay, yes. If we compare to last decade, it has reduced, but still 19% of all UK transactions last year were cash, right? 19% is a lot. And 1.1 million UK adults remain cash reliant. That is, they use only cash as their spending tender. They don't use digital payments. Now, we all got this, yes, and we went further ahead to check, okay, do we have any other things which can support this? Cash is there, cash is going to stay. Yes, then NatWest in Swindon, right? They said that their ATM cash withdrawals has increased 70%, right? It was in BBC. We have the link for that as well. So, said that, what's the challenge, right? The challenge is, cash is there, 84 billion cash is there. Now the cash needs to be handled, but whoever is handling the cash, they are stereotyped unfairly as non-compliant. And why this is happening for the MSB sector? And you all know right from 2010 till now, like in 15 years, almost 70% of the MSB Bank has closed, right? So what we can do as an association together, one is definitely to promote the education, and just education is not important. We all know that there are few good players, few bad players in the industry, right? So we need to isolate the bad actors. That's what I mentioned over here. We need to isolate the bad actors, and then the fair actors, as in the companies who are following all the compliances, should go to the regulators, and we need to tell them that yes, we are compliant, and there are people in the market who requires cash services. So that was first challenge. Then this question I will ask you in a survey later on, and we will see how that comes in. The second thing, yes, everyone talks about MSB banking. Now, everyone, each and everyone, the previous associations, everyone would have spoken about MSB banking. Okay, but we will talk about this in a different way and how different it is going to be. So, everyone knows the problem, that difficulty in maintaining operations as an operational bank account. Now, I have very clear examples out of here, because few of you who has turned out to be my friends discloses everything to me, right? So I know few of you of them has lost the bank accounts, even the high street bank accounts, even when you were compliant, right? So someone's HSBC bank account was closed, someone's Barclays bank account was closed. That was not because you have done something wrong. The bank has changed their compliance, or they have changed their de-risking policies. Okay? Then, now, why we have to go to each and every bank, or we have to go to an EMI to ask for a bank account? If we are an association, and if we know that we all can come together and form a bank of our own, right? Whoever puts, like, let's say we need £1 million to start the bank, with the infrastructure, with the licensing, or whatever it is, just a bold number. If 10, 20, 30 businesses comes together, puts 50,000, 25,000, however you have the capacity, we put it together. So the money that you put, the number of shares that you get, we all come together and we create a unique MSB bank, right? So this idea can turn into reality. Why not? And this was shared. This is not my original idea, though. This was shared by one person in this room, but he said that we can do it as an EMI or an API. But I went in to a next level, saying that why not banking license? So if we create a bank of our own, again, this we have a solid evidence from a report which was submitted this April in the Commons, House of Commons, that 15 to 18 billion remittances and exchange transactions takes place, and there are 800 plus licensed MSBs in the UK at the moment. So obviously, the benefits of MSB Bank is going to be, we know what the sector is, we know what the compliance is. Again, there is going to be good MSBs, and of course, there are going to be bad MSBs in here. So we will do that particular assessment and everything. And the best part will be, as an association, maybe we can go to the government, we can go to the FCA, and we can say that, yes, this is what we want to achieve. Well, this is an idea. If we all can come together, maybe I will pursue few of you guys to like try and get this idea into reality. So let's see how it goes. Right. So I was discussing this with Wasif, and then we came across these points that if this is going to be a reality, then we need to commission a feasibility report, because we can't blindly start something like this, and then engage FCA and HMRC, obviously. And then we may need to establish working groups as well. The third thing that I wanted to discuss was AI. Everyone of you would have now get used to adapted to using AI, artificial intelligence, right? So there is always a question: is AI a friend or an enemy? Right? So let's see. Let's try and assess it. So AI can enhance transaction monitoring. Now we are using AI for compliance and in our MSB sector. Okay. It can do detection. It can do KYC verification. It can write suspicious activity reports. Of course, it can do predictive analysis and everything. So AI tools can be used in this manner. So what are the challenges? Of course, if you want to use AI, it is not going to come for free, right? ChatGPT is free, but if you are going to customize it and bring it to our domain, that is MSB domain, it is going to be costly, right? And then FCA has not given a clear indication about how the AI can be used, as well as HMRC. There is no published guidance on how AI can be used. And the last point is risk of over reliance. That is, right now we are doing manual interventions and then checking the compliance and everything. If we get used to AI tools that, oh, AI is going to detect, oh, AI is going to raise some flags and everything, you will be reliant on that one, and maybe your business will make more mistakes. Okay, so let's have some supporting stats for this one. So AI in financial market is projected to reach 36 billion by 2027, and 80% of UK fintechs, but you can see the percentage of MSBs, only % of MSBs are using this. Now the biggest MSB or fintech, I don't know, we can count them in, but Western Union just signed a big contract with HCL in India, HCL Tech, to use their frameworks and platforms for AI. So we still don't know what they are going to come up with, how the AI is going to be used in Western Union, but that is one of the news. Now, to implement AI for MSBs, what action can we take? So we need to find out what's good for us, because we can't blindly do AI as well. I will give a very simple example from banking perspective, because it's in layman terms. Let's say AI is going to write a suspicious activity report for an XYZ bank. Okay. If a customer is going to do, let's say, £50 ATM withdrawals from 6 of their ATMs, and if the AI tool that they have, or whatever the procedure they have implemented, it detects that as a link transaction or a fraudulent transaction, okay, then that customer is going to lose trust. Okay, £50 is very less, but if he wants to withdraw, let's say 2,000, 3,000, and their limit is 300 withdrawal from one particular ATM, then these are the things which can create a problem during the AI implementation. So what we can do is we as an association, we can try and have a webinar. We can have quarterly AI awareness through the training services and everything. We can see how the AI can fit in travel money, in money remittances. Okay. So just on closing thoughts, challenges obviously are inevitable, but the progress is optional. So even if the progress is optional, we can't keep it Otherwise, all other businesses are going to adapt the new technology and we will stay where we are. So we have to go ahead and we have to do this. So this one is repeated, but that's what we need to do. And one last thing before I conclude is it's not about survival of the MSB sector. MSB sector is going to stay because the 84 billion is still is under circulation and it's not going to vanish overnight, right? But the main thing over here is to shape the progressive and reliant and compliant MSB ecosystem. That's what we need to.
One bad actor would cause the license to be revoked immediately because it would only cause an effect on us here, 200 businesses. Whereas Barclays and NatWest won't have their license revoked because half the businesses in the UK get closed. So what protection? It's a great idea, but the license gets revoked. Nobody cares because only 200 businesses now lose their bank account. Whereas if it's Barclays or HSBC who suddenly stop trading on the high street, how many people are out of business? It has an effect. So therefore, I'm not so sure how strong we would be if we had a bank.
I agree, Harry. So see, this is an idea, first of all. Okay, that's the reason I said that we will need working groups and everything, and we need to see if it's feasible or not. Okay, so we need to identify what are the pros, what are the cons. So if, let's say, and I said that good MSBs and bad MSBs, we need to identify that during the onboarding process as well. Yes, but after onboarding as well, there can be circumstances where the business processes changes of that MSB and that can pose a risk. Yes, absolutely. That's there. But that can be part and parcel of any bank, right? Not just the MSB bank. So I have seen many of the API companies, EMI companies who pop up 2 years and gone, right? But here we are trying to implement in such a way that it is going to be long lasting. And obviously, again, we are not doing it for a profit over here. Okay, we are doing it in such a way. Yes, if we want to have profit, if we are getting a banking license, then yes, we can go to different sectors as well and lend the money, hedge the money and everything and make money out of this. But the core is still going to be the same. That is to give bank accounts to money service businesses.